Hello student, in last session we studied what is biotechnology, two different types of biotechnology, that is traditional biotechnology and modern biotechnology. We also discussed about the uniqueness of modern biotechnology, that is they having the ability to change the genetic material of any organism, granting patent to secure the inventor and their invention. This modern days biotechnology having two important techniques, we also discuss about them, that is genetic engineering, alteration of gene, or IVF, in vitro fertilization. Chemical engineering means by developing the colonies of genetically modified organism. The products are harvested from them, such as vaccines, enzymes, hormones. We call them chemical engineering. In modern biotechnologies, different types of instruments are used. Out of them, two we already studied in last session. One of them is gel electrophoresis to characterize the different types of biomolecules such as protein, DNA, RNA. On the basis of their molecular weight, gel electrophoresis is used. We also studied about the polymerase chain reaction and PCR machine. In lab, in vitro, with the help of PCR machine, within short period of time, one can multiply the DNA by 3 steps. We already studied about them. Now in this session, we will continue the next part of the chapter, that is in vivo gene cloning. What is meant by in vivo gene cloning? In vivo gene cloning means we clone any desired gene via the vector into any other organism and multiply their colonies. For example, we isolate the gene from human origin and via the vector DNA we incorporate into the bacteria and develop a bacterial colony. So when colonies multiplies, the gene or the copies of respective gene is also multiplied, and in this manner the gene get cloned in the colony on the field, out of the lab, or in the colonies of bacteria. They are called as in vivo gene cloning. This technique is also called as recombinant DNA technology, or they are also called as genetic engineering. So in this session, we have to study what is recombinant DNA technology or genetic engineering, steps involved in it, and required factor. Here we discuss some important steps of recombinant DNA technology in very short. Later on we will discuss in detail. The first important step, isolation of plasmid DNA from host bacteria, means the bacteria in which the plasmid are naturally present. We have to isolate them. What is plasmid? Plasmid is double-stranded, circular, extra-chromosomal, self-replicating genetic material present in bacteria. They are different from the genetic material of bacterium. They are independent. We isolate such a plasmid DNA from bacteria. Simultaneously, we isolate the desired gene from their host source. Here, we isolate the insulin controlling gene from human cell, that is beta cell of islets of Langerhans of pancreas. This beta cell controlling the production of insulin by the gene, we isolate that gene. Then plasmid is cut, or the insertion is taken on the plasmid with the help of one unique enzyme, that is restriction enzyme. Those behaves like a scissor or chemical scalpel. Those behaves like a scissor or chemical scalpel and cut the plasmid or any of the vector DNA in a specific sequences. Same type of restriction enzymes we used to cut the human desired gene from the entire genome. When we use the same restriction enzyme to cut the human gene and isolate the desired gene from entire genome and to cut the plasmid, that same enzyme recognize the particular sequence and the cut end of that two type of genes, that is human gene and plasmid gene, is complementary with each other. is complementary with each other. So with the help of restriction enzyme, we cut the DNA, vector DNA, that is plasmid, and desired gene from the entire genome, and their cut ends are complementary with each other. With the help of another enzyme, that is DNA ligase, in step 3, we join the desired human gene into the plasmid DNA. Those are independently found in bacteria. In that plasmid DNA, we recombinate human gene by the another enzyme used in recombinant DNA technology after restriction enzyme. They are called DNA ligase. Now, the plasmid DNA having human gene, this plasmid is called as recombinant plasmid, or they are also called as recombinant vector. As we already discussed, this vector is naturally found in bacterial colony. When this recombinant plasmid, or we call now recombinant vector, introduced into the bacterial colony, they are easily absorbed by the bacterial cytoplasm from the vicinity. They are called as transformation. And when they enters into their host, they are having tendency to independently multiply without any interference from bacterial genome. They multiplies. When they multiply, human gene is also multiplying them. Not only plasmid multiply, simultaneously the bacteria also multiplies. So in this manner, plasmid containing human gene multiplies and the entire colonies are developed. We consider that as a transformed colony, means that each and every clone has the recombinant plasmid with the human gene. That gene expressed in that bacterial colony. Now the bacteria produces the desired product. As we transform the insulin controlling gene, so bacteria produces insulin hormone in their colony. This insulin is isolated, purified and sold in the market as a Humulin. Those are used as a drugs to control the sugar or the disease called as diabetes mellitus. So these are the very short procedure we discuss here, that is genetic engineering, in vivo gene cloning or recombinant DNA technology. To do this procedure, we mention here some enzymes like restriction enzymes, DNA ligase, then vector like plasmid DNA. So in this manner, which different things are required to do the successfully genetic engineering, we will discuss in detail. That is, recombinant DNA technology is accomplished with different tools. They are different enzymes such as lipase to burst open the cell, isolate the genome, restriction enzymes to cut the DNA into fragments, ribonucleases, proteases to purify the DNA from other molecules present in the cell, DNA polymerases to multiply the DNA, DNA ligase enzyme to recombinate the DNAs or gene from two different organisms, then plasmid like vector so that they receive the foreign DNA, enters into their host bacterium and multiply in the host bacterium and develop the colonies of transformed host bacterium. So these are the some basic needs to do the recombinant DNA technology. Among these, we first focus on the first one, that is restriction enzymes. Restriction enzymes belongs to the nuclease class of enzymes. It is of two types. Restriction exonucleases that cut the DNA molecule at end of the DNA molecule. Second, restriction endonucleases. They cut the DNA by recognizing the specific sequence only. They are called as restriction endonucleases. How one can give the nomenclature or naming to the restriction enzymes? Restriction enzyme is named by standard procedure with a particular reference of the bacterium from which they are isolated. The first letter of the enzyme indicate the genus name of the host bacterium or organism, followed by the next two letters represent the species of the host in which they are observed and isolated. Second comes the strains of the organism. And finally, the Roman numerical indicates the order of discovery of the enzyme from the organism. For example, EcoR1 is the enzyme isolated from Escherichia coli RY13 bacterium, and that first indicates the number of discovery of the enzyme. So from Escherichia coli RY13 strain of bacteria, the first enzyme discovered is named as EcoR1 first. Restriction enzymes first isolated by A. Wyman and Arber in 1963. They observed that Escherichia coli bacterium produces a specific enzyme. They cut the viral DNA. The virus is called as bacteriophages. Those generally infect the bacteria and kills the bacteria. So Escherichia coli develop one defense by producing the restriction enzymes. Those cut the viral DNA, restrict the growth of viruses, we call them bacteriophages, and survive the bacteria. This restriction enzyme first time isolated by A. Wyman and Arber. Then the first endonuclease type of enzymes isolated was Hind second, that is studied that Hind second always cut the DNA at a particular point or the sequence of a DNA of any organism. These sequences are called as recognition sequences. Those are recognized by the specific restriction enzyme and cut the DNA at that site. So if any enzyme recognizes the DNA and cut the DNA at a specific site in between the DNA molecule, they are called as restriction endonucleases. Likewise, 900 restriction enzymes isolated from 230 strains of bacterium. They screen the DNA and cut the DNA at specific site only. These sites are called as recognition sites, or they are also called as restriction sites. At that site, the DNA molecules is cut. These recognition sites are generally 6 to 4 to 8 nucleotide base. ATGCPS, they are 4 to 8 nucleotide base pair long recognition sequences, and they having a unique symmetry or internal symmetry. Henceforth, these recognition sequences are also called as palindrome sequences. For example, this is the DNA molecule having 2 strands, and this is the palindrome sequences. They having unique symmetry. That means the first strand containing nucleotides are the mirror image of the second, or vice versa. For example, when we keep the orientation reading same from 5' to 3' on both the strand, the sequences are GAATTC. Here is also GAATTC. So these type of recognition sequences or mirror images are called as palindromes. Those are generally recognized by the different restriction enzymes and cut the DNA at that site. This given restriction sequence is the sequence of enzyme EcoR1. Here is the important chart. Those are important for both the point of view, board point of view as well as your competitive exam point of view. Restriction enzymes, the source of strain or bacterium from which they isolated, their recognition sites, and in between which nucleotides they cut the DNA molecules, then which type of cut patterns they developed. We focus here, EcoR1 is the enzyme isolated from Escherichia coli. They recognize in DNA molecule the recognition sequence GAATTC, and they took the cut between GA. So cut end is zigzag or sticky staggered cohesive. It means double-stranded DNA molecule having freely hanging single-stranded ends are called as sticky ends, and such type of cuts are very important to develop the recombinant DNA. Another enzymes, those cut the DNA and the cut fragments having blunt end, means they are remains double-stranded. These are called as blunt end cut. So these are the different enzymes, their discovery, recognition sequence and cut pattern.